Welcome back to Dallas, Texas. It's the All-Star Classic. East 2, West, or East 3, West 2. West trying to tie this one up here in game number 6. And let's take a look at the West Coast lineup. There at the far end, you got Neighbor sitting next to him with the blonde hair. That's Fear itself. Next to him, Roy is back on the main stage. And at the far end, we got his twin brother, Lunchbox. Then over on the blue side, Victor X sitting in seat number 1. Again, he's smiling, feeling good. Ogre 2 also had a great performance in game number 5. And then next to him, you got Flame Sword rocking the status quo headset. And the far end, his teammate, it's Enable. Here we go, guys. Game number 6. Capture the flag on the pit. And Tom, you were talking during the commercial. Very interesting how the coaches are picking these lineups here.
Yeah, definitely. As you can see, Tawi put the old 5K lineup with Neighbor instead of Hokum. So that's a pretty interesting pick there. And then Bravo has the 2 final boss members and the 2 SQ members. So
little coaching duel right now.
Yeah.
Bravo winning by 1. Here we go. Game number 6. It's capture the flag on the pit. Awesome game type. First team to capture 3 flags. We got snipers at each bases, the rockets in the middle, and that overshield that pops every 2 minutes here. It's the All-Star Classic, so the strategy is a little bit unconventional in this, but at the start of this game, Tom, give me your prediction.
Well, Neighbor's going to go snipe, and I think that he's going to get some blames here.
Right now, we've got Fear itself on your screen. He's trying to lock down rockets while Lunchbox he naded himself going for the overshield. The nade bounced off the Ovi and it took him down. And Fear
really
going for the sneaky move. And Neighbor is going to get 2 shots on him as Fear cleans up the beatdown. Great teamwork out of 2 guys who aren't on the same team.
Yeah, Fear made a really nice push right there by going in, and he saw the rockets weren't going to be, in his favor, and he went and helped that overshield right there and took out Enable.
And Fear's going to go down as 3 members of West are taken out. Flamesword heating up with the sniper rifle for the East Coast. Didn't expect to see him rocking this weapon.
Yeah, I did not expect that either. I didn't even know he had a good sniper.
Well, all these guys just can do everything with every weapon. Flame just barely missing shots on Roy. 1 left, 1 right.
And you'll see Flame actually communicates when he has snipe, which is like one of the most important things. He's communicating with Victory right now, telling him where people are. Obviously even goes back and takes out his VR and takes out Neighbor right there. So, just because he has the snipe doesn't mean he can sit there and, stop communicating, which is one of the great things about Flame.
And a minute and 10 seconds into the game, Victory X has not died, and he's putting in flag number 1 for the East Coast.
Staying alive, man. Victory X, that's what he does. He's very sneaky, one of the sneakiest players in the game.
Yo, Fear gets shut down by Flame Sword. And now we got Victory X making his way back towards the training side. Gotta love his play so far. He and Flame Sword really working well together at this point. And you got Ogre 2 setting up for flag number 2 here for the East Coast.
And I believe Flamesword actually requested to have this team formed. He said, I always thought about making 3 teams, and I always wanted to be with Ogre 2 and Victory X, and why not have Enable there? He's incredible.
Solid lineup in my eyes.
Enable's a similar player to Victory X, actually. They both, do a really good job of keeping their shields and not challenging when they're supposed to. So this is a really interesting lineup because you have 2 communicators in Ogre 2 and Flame, and then you have 2 people that stay alive and take really good direction and take good angles.
Now talk to me about the communication with these guys. We hear it during the Astro Listen Ins, but you players know it better than anyone else. Who, if you could pick any of the guys competing in the All-Star Classic, who would you want on your team as your #1 communicator?
I'd say Elamite. Elamite or Roy. That's why I think that Instinct's going to be so deadly this tournament, because Halo is a lot of communication. A lot of people just pay attention to what's going on the screen. And, the Astro listen-ins are so clutch because of the fact that people look in certain places for a reason. See, Fear itself checked right there, pit ramp, and if he would have had a call out on where the people were, he would have took a completely different approach to that. People don't realize that.
Got Lunchbox setting up with the sniper, top of his snipe tower. Meanwhile, Enable has one in the sword. And Tom, while we're on the topic, you said Instinct's going to look dangerous this weekend. Give me your top 8 predictions.
I think that we're going to take first. Status Quo is going to take first. Instinct second. Final Boss third. No, Trigger's down third. Final Boss fourth.
Wow. FB all the way down at 4. Scott, you didn't have FB in your top 2 either, did you?
Nah, I went Instinct, Status Quo, Final Boss, Triggers down. That was my top 4.
Pretty similar.
Indeed.
I think those 4 teams are, Dynasty could come in and win the tournament, though. You never know. If they're hot, and the same with BTH, you never know. I mean, they're all individually skilled. As you saw last year with BTH winning, you know, anything could happen if a team catches fire. But I just don't know if Warriors and Carbon are ready to win the Halo 3 National Championship quite yet.
You got Fear itself tiptoeing across top yellow, and Enable is going to shut him down, charging around the corner with the no-scope. Now he's got a sniper and rockets to play with.
The T2 combo right there.
Boom. And it looks like we got Flame just sitting top of the snipe tower. Enable's going to get some easy kills here with Flame setting it up for him.
Oh, you're charging me? Don't worry, I got rockets.
Boom. And no scopes. Here comes Roy. Suck it. Oh, he dipped out.
So as you can see, the two are working together on each side of the map, Enable and Flame, and then Victory X and Ogre 2 are both on the opposite side because they just spawned. And Flame's going to try to keep Enable alive as long as possible so he can wait for Ovi and keep the sniper rifle, which is pretty much just maintaining map control.
Props to Bravo. Knows his stuff when it comes to putting together teams.
And he waited right there. Enable waited just to see if they're going to spawn courtyard and hid behind the pillar. And now he's going to push in and hopefully go for the flag.
He's got box in front of him, and there's a phase taken. Pushing in, he knows they're over by Mahler. Here's the call-outs, but he's getting fire from behind. Neighbor must have got the court spawn.
That's what I like to see, him just whip out that sniper and try to make a highlight reel. Only in the All-Star Classic you can get away with that, though.
He's on the spree. He's still got 2 shots left in that sniper, and he says, I'm not running this flag. Come on, man. Someone else get this. Flame, where are you?
See, there's another Astro listening possibility right there. You never know what Flame is telling him. He could say, hold on, don't run the flag. I'm coming in. And as you see, he flew in on the screen.
And Roy is going to get taken down. Solid battle rifle there from Ogre 2 as he picks up a double kill, staying alive through grenades, and he's setting up for rocks.
That was extremely clutch. Any momentum that the red team just had was stopped by Ogre 2.
And it looks like Ogre 2 just chilling in the rocket right now, trying to stay alive. Enable came to help out, but that grenade, that was a little betrayal action.
Neighbor just picked up 2 headshots with the snipe and then bodied another guy.
Yeah?
Yep.
Well, Neighbor it is, my friend, and he just took down the sniper here from East Coast, so check him out. He's got fully loaded sniper, and he didn't expect a sneaky victory.
There he is, Victory X, staying alive, doing something that people, ooh, that was a close
and
shot.
He went for the no-scope. I love watching. Did he hit Fear itself there?
No, he missed.
Okay, well, Fear goes down anyway. You got 3 down here for the West Coast. Neighbor going for the new sniper off of his respawn. You got Lunchbox hiding in the Mauler, and Flame, he knows he's there. He's going for it.
I love how Flame plays. He's really been impressing me. Same with Lunchbox, too, though. Everyone has been playing really well. I played with these guys in the Dr. Pepper booth, Flame and Lunch on my team, and both their communication is right next to each other. They like to tell people to stay alive, and that's one of the most important things in Halo. If you can tell people where you're watching and what angles you're taking, they can just do anything that they want. It's one of the most underrated things in the game.
Fear itself launching rockets. You got Neighbor with the sniper for the West Coast. Meanwhile, Lunchbox looking like he's making his way towards the overshield. Not knowing when it's going to pop, he's just chilling down low. Fear itself is going to blow himself up on the green box. Neighbor lost that sniper rifle, so you got East Coast with 2 snipers, 1 in the hands of Enable, 1 in the hands of Ogre 2. This is not looking good for West here. But Neighbor with those rockets, he's got 1 rocket left, and he's pushing. Just takes one in the face there from Enable. West Coast sitting back, and Ogre 2 and Enable are picking them off. Ogre 2 with back-to-back snipes, picks up the double. He's on a spree. Enable, he's looking for the close-up snipes. He's got 3 shots left.
That was a smart play by Blue Team. They know since it's the All-Star Classic that people are going to be making a lot of individual pushes, and that's what you're seeing right now. Roy got caught in sword, Lunch is pushing through green by himself, and Fear itself stuck at camo, and they're just going to sit back and wait. Aggressive play there, works out for him.
Almost got the no-scope, but here comes the charge. Fear itself and Launchbox. Roy is going to be following them up from the green box. He's making his way towards training.